Hi, I'm Jeffrey Allen, and I'm talking about 2013. Now, 2012 was such an interesting year, but 2013 looks like it's going to be maybe the strangest year yet. There's a little life review that's happening right now for everybody. So let me explain. Now, I'm a psychic and a healer, so I have clients in America and in Europe and in Japan, and I get a lot of messages and a lot of feedback from all these different people and from different spirits on what's really happening right now. So I have kind of an unusual perspective. What I've been seeing for myself and for others is that the normal baggage and kind of karmic energy that we carry with us, and not just from life to life, but in each lifetime, it kind of drags behind us. So as you move through your life, you've got this collection of like baggage, if you will, that kind of moves with you through your life. When we hit the end of 2012, it appears that this energy, this karmic energy, stopped. And we've been continuing to move forward as we go into January, February, March, April, and so on. We're getting further and further from all this stuff that we've been carrying behind us. Now, what this means is that there's really big opportunity this year to change things. Experientially, what I've been hearing is that people are having kind of a life review where old things, old memories, old thoughts of old people, emotions from the past, all this old stuff is coming up right now, and people are a little bit confused as to why. Why am I remembering these people from my past? Why am I remembering these situations from the past? And what's happening is that as we move further away from our past, this old energy that was our past, things are starting to unravel. So what happens when you having your life experience and something happens that you don't like, say there's maybe a situation that's difficult or something that you don't really feel capable of handling, you resolve as much as you can, and then you take that remaining energy and you just kind of stuff it somewhere in your energy field. And it just stays there and kind of travels with you until some point, hopefully, you'll be able to resolve it and unwind that energy. This year is especially interesting because that's happening kind of automatically. All these little places of energy or pockets of energy where we've stuffed old things that were unresolved are coming out and unraveling. When I look at people's energy during sessions, it's really fascinating because it really looks like all this old stuff unwinding, unraveling, and coming apart. And in fact, people are mentioning that it feels a little bit like life is coming apart or they're falling apart. From the perspective of the big picture, this is actually a good thing. Even though it may not feel great as it's happening, all these old stories and all this old energy coming out is really powerful. Really, right now, you have a huge opportunity. As each of these things from the past comes up, this old energy starts to come out, you can look at it from the perspective of an older and more mature person now and say, I understand this event happened, or maybe I was angry at somebody, or they were angry at me. Maybe I made some decisions that I think were bad decisions. Well, I can look at that now and say, okay, I can continue to feel guilty about it, or feel angry about it, or just decide I'm not going to deal with it, which is what happened before. Or I can change the energy as it comes out now and say, okay, I did the best I could. I made some choices that I would do differently now, which means I have a new, better perspective now than I did then. But whatever the situation was, the anger, the emotions, the mistakes, I'm going to choose to let that go and just let that energy be okay. And as you do that, that energy can very easily move out of your experience and out of your energy field, and it doesn't have to keep bothering you, it doesn't have to come back. All this energy that's coming out is going to move. One way or another, it's going to come out of your system and it's going to move out. But depending on your perspective or your kind of approach to it, it might be really easy or it might be really difficult. Now, the easy way is what I described. When you have something coming up, look at it, decide to reframe it into something that's you don't have to hold on to, and just let the energy go. As you do that, it can come out very easily. For some reason, though, a lot of us don't take this approach. When something comes up that was painful or some karmic energy, rather than just letting it go, which is going to feel good, we cling to it like crazy and hang on to this energy like, no, I'm not going to let it go. And this year, that energy is going to go. So it may look like it's being ripped out of your hands and torn from you as you're screaming and kicking and fighting. Or it can look like you just let go and you let the energy make its own way out of your space. I would recommend the latter. It's much easier and gentler for you. As we're going through this life review in 2013, it's a good idea to give yourself a little bit of flexibility and freedom this year, maybe more than you've given yourself before, because past things are coming up and you have the opportunity to resolve them. So there may be some situations that come up that seem a little bit out of time and a little bit out of sorts, that things you might not normally do or think about, or people you wouldn't normally meet with. And as this happens, I want you to really just tune in to what's the easiest way in this moment. Don't think so much about what does it mean, or what's it going to happen in the future, or is there going to be big consequences. Just let yourself tune into what's really the right thing to let the energy move right now in a kind and gentle and powerful way. And do that without too much judgment on yourself or judgment on others. If you can do this, you can really move things in a powerful way and do lifetimes worth of self-healing work this year. This is really the big opportunity that's here. I hope you really enjoyed this year. It's a really powerful time for new beginnings. And if you need help, of course, you can always get a session with me on the phone or in person. I'm happy to look at the energy and help you sort out kind of the details of what's happening for you in this change. Thanks so much, and really enjoy your 2013.